Hello guys, welcome to the latest episode of Every Platform, and welcome today to Beeston, located on the, I don't want to say Midland Main Line, over to Nottingham. So today we're doing Nottinghamshire trip, basically a little bit of Derbyshire as well thrown in for good measure. This is Beeston station. This station is just outside of Nottingham and is basically its own little town, but it is literally just outside Nottingham. It's not that far out. I have filmed here before, and I filmed here when HSTs were still running with EMT at the time actually. So yeah, the Valences were powering through here because they just left Nottingham. Services here seen by East Midlands Railway and CrossCountry. CrossCountry stop here on their Cardiff services, Cardiff Nottingham, but then on the way back it's the Birmingham New Street services that stop here. It's really weird. East Midlands Railway stop here on the Newcastle to Crewe services, as well as the Leicester Lincoln services, as well as London St Pancras to Nottingham, an hourly service here too. So the station actually gets a lot for only what is basically a suburban station, but it has some very good views, but it's a little bit run down. Two small little canopies on either side of the platform, on each platform even, and obviously a few pictures that have been implanted onto the station, including one of a East Midlands trains Meridian, which you can see, which is at Nottingham. I think, no, that's at Beeston actually, that's calling it Beeston. So yeah, they've basically given a photographic display of the history of Beeston and when it was constructed. The station bridge was made in 1969, so it's fairly newer than some of the others, and you see little flower beds here as well, so there's quite a lot to see. But yeah, there's a lot of variety here, which is really good. We're only here for a couple of minutes because we have got a bus to catch into Nottingham, but today's plan is to cover the Robin Hood line, which goes to Worksop, and we are taking it all the way to Worksop today. So yeah, as well as that, we've also got the Erewash Valley to complete between Nottingham and Chesterfield, which is also being done today. So you've got a bit to see, and hopefully some entertainment on the way. We should hopefully complete a dust test on a 170 today, but we'll see. And if not, it will be on something else. For now though, if you do check out any updates on trips and posts, please do check out my Facebook group. Also check out my Instagram, KTVvids, and my Twitter at
you can text the British Transport Police on
Cabra96, something like that. I can't remember. I can't even remember what it is now. I'm going absolutely mental. I haven't used it in a little while. That's why.
24-hour CCTV recording is an operation.
I think it's Cabra96, but I'm going mental. Embarrassing, I forgot, but there we go. It is morning. Anyway, so yeah, joining today we have RH Transport Videos. We have Sergeant Sylvian. We have Southern Train Spot 2006, and we have SG Minor 21. So a few people today. So without further ado, let's get started here on today's episode of Every Platform here in Nottinghamshire. Beeston completed, next stop Nottingham. Right, so just a quick look over at the little entrance at Beeston as well, just to show that we didn't just do the platforms. Quite hidden away actually, but it's got a ticket machine down there. The entrance looks fairly like it's been recently painted. But it's like a little house almost, a little Victorian / Tudor house. Does look rather nice actually. So yeah, we're walking down here, walking down to the bus stop called Linden Grove, which is just outside of Beeston, and we're going to grab our first bus of the day already, between Beeston and Nottingham. And this is operated by Community Transport for Nottingham, CT4N. And should be an Optare Solo. So yeah, we'll update you when we reach Nottingham. Right, we've now made it into Nottingham Station via the Nottingham Express Transit, Bombardier in Centro. So this station, this is the tram stop for Nottingham. Now I've never really documented this one because the last time I was here I only documented the railway station, but here is Nottingham Express Transit's Nottingham Station. Might as well call it that. Yeah. So oddly enough, and quite a rarity, Chris here has said, is that it's actually terminated here due to a tram fault. Instead of a train fault, it's a tram fault. Yeah. So there we go. At least, you know, we sit on something that moves on rails and it has a fault. So yeah, that curse still continues, so that's good to know.
This is certainly rare.
So yes, so as you can see, the headlights are changed. She's probably going to be reversing out or going out of service. Probably the latter.
It'll be reversing out. Out of service, going to the depot.
Probably. And where is the depot?
Wilkinson Street. It's up in the north end of the city, close to Bulwell.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Cornwall.
Bulwell, which is the station we're going to today.
Ah, yeah.
So yeah, more of these stations will be seen on another series at some point. But off it goes. Not in service, as predicted. But yeah, you'll see more of these stations on another series once I start doing tram stops on every platform at some stage in the future. But for now, we'll head over to Nottingham Station. So here we are at Nottingham Station's concourse. I haven't really documented this before. I obviously have completed Nottingham on every platform already, but not really seen the concourse because we didn't come in via tram last time. But here is the main concourse. It's very big. It's very bustling, let's say. It's got a lovely canopy up above, which is really nice. But that's sort of the main shopping with some cafes and stuff. And here is a ticket office with the tickets office in there. Ticket machines there. Ticket machines there. Your obligatory photo booth there, because every single bloody place has that. Yeah. A massive, very old Victorian concourse here, and it is incredible. And this station is actually officially known as Nottingham Victoria, but everyone just calls it Nottingham because that's what it's known as now. But historically, it's called Nottingham Victoria. Same as historically, Bedford is called Bedford Midland. This one is called Nottingham Victoria. But yeah, and historically, Edinburgh is called Edinburgh Waverley, but that's also on the signage. But yeah, we're going to head over to the platform. Our train is the 0925 Worksop service. We'll update you soon. Okay, so what we're going to do now, so you may expect us to film some trains here at Nottingham, but as you remember from previous videos, I've actually already done that. So we're just going to go get something to eat, and then we'll be back here, and then I'll update you when we get on our train. So we just need something to eat, because obviously me and Brandon are an early start, leaving from Birmingham this morning. So we do need to have something in us food wise to keep us going for the day. So we're going to go do that now, and we'll update you when we get on our train in a bit. The 0925 Worksop service. Okay, the partner now is going to be the 0917 Northern service to Leeds, 195010. As you can see, Nottingham Station, this is always an awkward one for spotting because it's right next to the passenger stairs, which means anyone when you do commentary can hear you talk. So that's always fun. Not a lot of people, when you're still at the end of the platform, they can hear you. Also arriving in there is 17638, terminating in from... That one is from Cardiff Central. No, it's not. Hang on. No. 638. This is an EMR service, I think. It is 17638, and it is, yeah, terminating here at Nottingham. But I know some of them have gone on loan to EMR, so I'm wondering if 17638 is one of those. But judging by the platform, I think it is actually coming in from Cardiff. So yeah, then that one is. So yeah, we're now going to head over on 17419, which interestingly enough, when we get on the train, I'm going to show you a very interesting fact about the interior, which I actually didn't know, but we'll see that when we get on in just a second. Right, so on board this ex-ScotRail unit at 17419, there's an ex-First ScotRail interior, which is actually quite weird because I didn't think they had any more of these. So as you can tell, we're in the declassified first class section, but as we can try and open the door. There we go. You can see the standard class is also the same. We'll have a quick walk through. So you can see the seats, basically like that. Quite incredible. Got a So yeah, update you when we get to Hucknall, our next stop. Right, we've now reached Hucknall station. 17419 here at the one platformed Hucknall.
It's one of three one-platform stations on this line.
Fair enough.
The others being Bulwell and Newstead.
Bulwell and Newstead, there we go. Right, so we'll watch 17419 head out as it's about to go now. Driver curious as to what we're doing, as normal. So this is Hucknall station. Interesting. It's quite modern actually, this station.
Yeah. That'll be because it was reopened in the 80s.
In the 80s, right? Okay. So there we go.
80s, early 90s ish.
Okay.
This line was actually this entire line, the Robin Hood line, was actually close to passengers under the Beeching Acts.
So it reopened.
Yeah.
That's all right. Then it got saved in a way.
Yeah, it was still open to freight though.
Ah, that's all
thanks
right
to
then.
Shirebrook and Alfreton collieries, providing viable coal traffic in the area.
That's really good. See, good to have Chris here. He's a local. He knows everything. Well, to a degree. Anyway, so over here as well, Hucknall is the terminus for the Nottingham Express Transit, which goes over to Toton Lane via Nottingham city centre.
That's 212. You can't see the number because they've wrapped over it.
Yeah, it's a liveried one, which is a carbon neutral livery, saying that they want to make everything carbon neutral by 2028. Good luck, because they don't seem to be doing it by now. So yes, and there is another tram which is just pulling in.
215.
Which is 215. There we go.
The last of the original Bombardier in Centros in Nottingham.
Yep. They are the Bombardier in Centros, as Chris very rightly said. These are the tram types. So yes, they come from the same manufacturer as Voyagers, which already makes me sick. Anyway, so
not bad to ride on.
yeah, no, they aren't. Anyway, right, we'll update you soon. So just to give you a better idea, here are the tram platforms here at Hucknall. As you see, two Bombardier and Centros have both terminated here. What's the frequency around here, Chris?
Frequency is every 10 minutes in the off-peak, every 7 minutes during the peak.
There we go. Not bad.
Line is predominantly single tracks between here and Bulwell, with every station acting as a passing loop.
Wow. It's a lot better than most railways.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Even better than this, even better than the main Robin Hood line, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, just most railways. Most rails are passing loops. You might actually get better service everywhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about that. We don't want to go into. We don't want to open that can of worms. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to head over to the next station, which is going to be Bulwell.
We're not taking this tram. We're not taking this tram, even though it goes straight to Bulwell.
We're going to take a bus because, you know, bus miles. There is also a Optare Solo over there.
Yep, they run frequently in Hucknall.
It's a Hucknall local.
Aye.
So who? It's Trent Barton operate it?
Yep.
Thought so. All right. Anyway, let's go up, and yeah, that's Hucknall done. So yeah, you could say in theory as well, guys, that Hucknall works as a mini transport interchange because it interchanges with the railway, trams, and buses. Now the buses here are operated by Trent Barton. There's also the 141 by Stagecoach, which stops out here as well. And yes.
I think we're going to need to do a bit of warming to get from 141.
Okay, right, bear with me. Yeah. Sorry for the brief cut out there. Chris realised that we weren't going the correct way. But yeah, it does work as a mini transport interchange, Hucknall. We're just walking here to the bus stop because the 141 actually stops up here, not down there. So not down at the little transport interchange. It's where Trent Barton run their local buses. So yes, we'll update you when we reach Bulwell, the next station on the route today. Right, we're now reached Bulwell station. We're just walking in, so we're going to do a walk and talk for this one because we are running a bit behind. Yes. So, Bulwell station is the first one you get to when you leave the Robin Hood, when you leave Nottingham on the Robin Hood line, and there's also another stop for the Nottingham Express Transit that runs over to Hucknall, funnily enough. So there one goes there. Now, via the footbridge is the railway station, which is basically right over here, which is the Worksop service at 10:36. So I'm going to walk up the stairs here. It's a bit of a rusty footbridge, it must be said, but yeah, it's standard with a lot of these stations. But yeah, what is there to see? Let's have a look. Obviously I don't know too much as well as Chris does, but yeah, it's running late. It's due at 10:38, so we've got a couple minutes. So another single platform station. This one of course looks like it's got 2 tracks, but it actually is fenced off and doubles in with the tram, which runs to Hucknall. But yes, there's also a step freeway out, but it's like really hidden, and it's down here. So yes, yeah.
This service is now expected to depart at 10:38.
And it's got the
Hucknall, Newstead,
it's got the text to speech
Kirkby,
announcements.
Ashfield,
Acapella Rachel,
Sutton Parkway,
that's what they call her.
Mansfield, Mansfield Woodhouse, Shirebrook.
So between Nottingham and Worksop is another line with a alcohol ban. It will be an offence. British Transport Police will be at stations and will travel on certain services to enforce this, particularly at weekends or on a day preceding any UK bank holiday. But yeah, it's prohibited at... Oh, again, another TOC that's gone and done that. I know for some it might mean they make a loss, but because people won't use the train if they want to drink. But yeah, they bring it on the train, they're in trouble.
Yeah. Fun fact about this station.
Go on then.
When service first restarted on the Robin Hood line in the 90s, it only went as far as Newstead, and this station actually wasn't open.
What, Bulwell wasn't?
Yeah. It only opened a year later.
Okay.
So trains ran from Nottingham up to Newstead.
So this was just bare track then, basically.
Yeah. Nottingham to Newstead.
Then,
Hucknall only in between.
wow. Okay.
And here's the train.
And whilst we're talking, I kept the clip on the whole time. We are Premier League, so Nottingham Forest liveried tram. Too bad they're in the relegation zone. Anyway.
174.18.
174.18 now is here.
All trains on, all trains there.
And will take us to the next stop on today's plan.
Kirkby and Ashfield.
Which is Kirkby and Ashfield, yeah. Indeed. We'll update you when we get there. Right, so we've now reached Kirkby and Ashfield station. So we'll walk up now and we'll see the 174.18 head out. Oh, it's got a big poppy here as well, very nice. So we'll see this one go out in a minute. Right, going out now is 174.18, heading out to Worksop from Nottingham. So, first things first about Kirkby and Ashfield, and before Chris says it, I know as well, this is a passing loop. So this station works as a passing loop, I believe, on the Robin Hood line.
Yeah, trains, it's actually the start of the double track again.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So where would there be a passing loop? Is this would be the passing loop then for the single track?
Yeah.
Okay.
A train going to Nottingham would most likely have to stop over in there, platform 2, and wait for a train coming from Nottingham to Worksop or Mansfield to pull into here before it can depart.
Right. Okay. So yeah, because Kirkby and Ashfield, and this is the start of the double track, is it?
Yeah.
So how long does the double track section go on for then? Is it
goes all the way to Worksop.
So it's all double track from here?
Yeah.
Okay, right, cool. So yeah, this is Kirkby and Ashfield station. Chris, would you like to incite us with any interesting facts about this place, or do you not know this time?
It's a shithole.
Why is that then?
Well, the town of Kirkby and Ashfield is chavvy as all hell for one thing.
Right.
And second, it's just rough.
It's rough.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. Anything about the station at least?
The station looks to be semi-accessible.
To a degree, yes it does.
That's all I got.
That's all you got for this one.
Aye.
Chris's facts have now ran out.
Well,
We might have to renew our subscription.
Well, for Kirkby
Anyway.
and Ashfield, because it's terrible, because it's a terrible town.
Right, good to know. It's a really bad place. We'll update you
It's not
soon.
as bad as Mansfield, though.
Oh, good to know. Well, the fact about it is a passing loop, so there we go.
Yeah.
So, something I'm going to do a little bit more of is we're going to have a look at our route progress on every platform, looking at how well we've done EMR's network so far. So we look at this. As far as you guys can see, we have done St Pancras, Luton Airport Parkway, Luton, Bedford, Kettering, Wellingborough, Kettering and Corby. So we've done those. We've done Market Harbour, we've been to Leicester. These 3 are coming up in January, so some point in January, so look out for them. These 2 as well. Barrow-upon-Soar was done in 2021, so was Loughborough, East Midlands Parkway as well. Then you've got others like Long Eaton and Spondon, they were done, and Derby obviously, Pear Tree. Now these 2, Blythe Bridge and Longton, as well as Longport, need to be done, as well as, well, the Matlock line's done, so we know that's done. These ones, so Ilkeston, Langley Mill and Alfreton, are being done today. So, and on here, this entire line to Worksop's being done today, as well as, but the line to Newark Castle needs to be done. Onwards to Lincoln, those 3 have been done. Over to Collingham, soon to be in Highcombe and Lincoln. Meveringham, obviously Ruskington and Sleaford have been done.
Spalding too.
Spalding as well, down there. Ancaster and Rawsby we need to do towards Grantham, and then also we need to do Botsford, Elton, Norton, Aslupton, Bingham, Radcliffe, Netherfield, onwards to Nottingham.
Elton and Norton's going to be a bugger.
It's going to be a bugger, yeah. Obviously you've still got the little ones on the line to Norwich as well, which EMR irregularly call out, barring Thetford. And then the only other ones are the line to Skegness, which again are going to be a bugger. And then also you've got Barrow, Barton and Humber at the top. Barton and Humber at the top. Over to Cleethorpes as well, and Market Raisin, which is also going to be an absolute pain in the arse.
No, that's served regularly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a different one I'm thinking of. Oh no, it's Gainsborough. It's Gainsborough Central.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
Gainsborough Central and Curtin Lindsay.
Curtin Lindsay, that's it. Right, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's progress so far. And obviously on this side as well, you've obviously got the line towards
The
Manchester
Valley
Piccadilly,
line,
which I need to do the majority of, and obviously over to Liverpool as well. So yeah,
Warrington.
a lot to go with EMR. So yeah. Hang on. Right, so this station as well, as you can tell, generally from my view, looks a little bit run down. As Chris correctly said, it's an absolute dump of a place. The station again also looks like a dump, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Also the design work on the bridge kind of looks a bit odd as well, but
Because it's Kirkby.
yeah, that basically sum it up. But at least you can shelter from the rain under here, so that's 1 plus, I suppose. That increases its marks out of 10 from 1 to 1.5.
Only interesting thing about it is a junction over there.
That's basically the only notable thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the next plan for us is to go double back again. We're going to Newstead now, and then we're going to bus it to Mansfield.
Optia Versas.
Optare Versa as well. So far on bus wise, we've had a Optare Solo and an Enviro 200. So of course the most obvious bus that we always get on every platform trip near enough is an E200. Whilst an Optare Solo is kind of a goal, once in a blue moon moment, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we've got a Versa next. So
We also saw a broken down Solo.
yeah, broken down Solo at Hucknall whilst we were on the way coming back, which was getting towed away, so that was funny. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna head over to Newstead next. Right, here is the 11:21 EMR service to Nottingham from Worksop. This one is 17419. I'm going to take this to Newstead. Update you when we get there. Quite a busy one, this. Right, we've now reached Newstead. That is a busy train.
Yeah.
I've never seen so much stone in Ireland in my life.
Well, you have now. In case it all kicks off, mate. In case it all kicks off, you've got the Stony. As a certain Drew, Transport Hub 1, would always say. You guys don't know the context of that, but he does always say it because he wears a Stony jumper. So he says in case it all kicks off, he's got the Stony. Drew, if you're watching, I just bigged it up. Partner now is 174.9 heading over to Nottingham. And as usual, people swearing at you.
Aye. Quite the spirited departure from that.
Yeah, there it goes, and we're heading over to Nottingham.
Normally trains leave stations on this line very slowly.
The one thing, anyone who's watching who's never been spotting or has done spotting, be warned. When you spot, there will be chavs on the train who swear at you.
Absolutely.
And to be honest, the rule is don't take any notice. Instead, call them out on video and say all you want about them.
Aye.
Instead. Yeah, this is Newstead. This is quite a nice little station, actually.
Yeah. And it was actually the terminus of the original services
yeah.
when the line first reopened.
I remember you said about that because
Yeah.
they didn't stop at Bulwell.
No.
So yes, Newstead station is the last station on the single track section before you go double track.
Yeah.
So whilst we went to Kirkby and Ashfield, which was the first of the double track, this is the last of the single track. So yes, as you can see as well, a lot of these stations have got EMR signage, which is actually a big step up compared to a lot of other stations that haven't even got that.
Yeah, Nottingham didn't have them until like a couple of months ago.
Yeah. So yeah, that is Newstead done. It's a quick visit because we've got to get going, but yeah, Newstead done. Nice little station. Right, time to see here another bus station. This is Mansfield's bus station. So this one, obviously, sorry Brandon, this one serves various different companies. So Stagecoach, Trent Barton, the main two. So Trent Barton do the 9.3 as well as all the 9s and the 3s, which they call them. And then obviously the 14, and there's a 200 over there, the LX 400 there. But yeah, this is a massive bus station, another one of these really big ones that I like to try and show. And obviously over here you've got the fast Pronto bus, which goes to Nottingham. And the LX 400 just turned off as well to go to Langwith, Whaley Thorns, or Langwith, and then to go through Whaley Thorns as well. But yeah, it's got all the information on here. Yeah, this is Mansfield's bus station. So that's another one we can add to the list of I've got caught on video. But there we are. We'll update you soon. So we literally, it's a massive mystery finding out where the railway station here is in Mansfield. Over there is a East Lancs Millennium line, Dennis Trident. That's doing a what looks like a bingo bus because it's got Apollo bingo on it. I wonder if it's a bingo bus. Very nice livery anyway. Well, plain white livery, Millennium Travel, so it's a hire-in company. But yeah, there's a hotel, the Midland Hotel, just outside there as well. As you look over the massive bus station, over here is the entrance to the railway station, which is not clear at all, but there we go. This is the most unclear signage to a railway station I've ever seen. But yeah, I'll update you in a minute. For today's entertainment on the video, guys, spots the trio. As by the way, there is a lad with crutches who you can also see who's with us today. He's To give you context, that's Chris's college friend Bailey, who's with us today as well. Bailey's quite into trains as well, apparently, so Chris thought it'd be right to bring him along. So, yeah.
He unfortunately broke his ankle recently.
Now, as part of the video, I'm going to ask him this. Brandon, how do you get up here?
Is it a lift?
No. You better work out how to get up here. Oh God, they figured it out. Everyone run. Go, 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 go. We'll update you in a minute. Right, here we are at Mansfield station after we just completed the Great Escape.
Mission impossible.
Yeah, literally. Sorry, I can't put the Mission Impossible music over there because I'd be shut down for copyright, as per normal. Anyway, so this station looks very nice.
Yeah. It's on a bridge too.
Yeah, it is. It's on a bridge. Rather nice.
Mansfield.
This station's name on the signage is called Mansfield Town.
Yeah.
Which is also the name of the football club.
Yeah. That's what they say Mansfield Town because that's the original name of the station.
So it's another one of those that had an original name.
Aye.
But got renamed.
Yep.
So it is known as Mansfield Town, but Mansfield is how it's pronounced on journey planners and everything like that, because you also have Mansfield Woodhouse, which will be at later.
And by later we had a good few hours.
Yes. Now, yeah. So this station is probably one of the busiest stations on the line, barring Nottingham, because Mansfield is a very big town.
Yeah. It's also one of the nicest.
Also one of the nicest. There we go. Why is it nice? Why is it so nice?
The main building at Mansfield Station is actually Grade 2 listed.
Grade 2 listed as well.
Yeah.
So we talk about this one here.
Yeah.
Wow. Grade 2 listed building, another one.
In Mansfield, no less too.
Yes. That's very nice. So yeah, this station is rather high up. 2 platforms. I believe there is a Nottingham service due soon, which is R1, which we're taking to Sutton Parkway.
Okay, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, but we'll update you soon. Mansfield is done. And there goes 17419 heading out on the 1301 EMR service to Worksop from Nottingham. There goes that one.
They'll be calling at Mansfield Woodhouse, Langwith, Whaley and Thorns, Shirebrook, Creswell, Whitwell and Worksop. I may have got Shirebrook and Langwith, Whaley and Thorns missed up.
I think Shirebrook goes first and then it's
Shirebrook,
Whaley and Thorns. Yeah, anyway, we're now going to head over to Sutton Parkway. Hang on. First platform 2 and then we're going to go to Sutton Parkway. So I'll update you when we get on the train. 1312 is our one. Right, arriving in now is going to be 17417, which is going to be forming the 1312 service to Nottingham from Worksop. And this train is R1 to Sutton Parkway.
This train is also one of only 2 named turbo starts currently.
One of the only named ones.
Yeah, it's named the Key Worker, although you couldn't tell by the actual name.
Fair enough, the Key Worker. Right, we'll update you soon when we get to Sutton Parkway. Right, now made it to Sutton Parkway station. It's very, very busy here. For context, Nottingham Forest are at home to Crystal Palace today. So ultimately a lot of these people who are getting on are going to the game. So yeah, update you soon. So there goes 17417 heading out on the slightly delayed 13 17 EMR service to Nottingham from Worksop. So, welcome to Sutton Parkway Station. Another one of the parkway stations which I managed to tick off on the series now. It now only leaves a very, very select few parkway stations which I actually need to complete on the series. There isn't very many left. Yeah, that's one of them. I was literally going to mention it. Worcestershire Parkway.
You've done Bristol Park.
Done Bristol Parkway. I've done Bodmin Parkway. I've done Tiverton Parkway.
You've done East Midlands Parkway?
Done East Midlands Parkway. I've done I haven't done Port Talbot Parkway yet. That's another one I need to do. Done Didcot Parkway.
Swindon Parkway.
That's not real. What's that?
Oxford Parkway?
Oxford Parkway I've done as well. Yeah. So there's a lot I have done, but there's also a lot I haven't done. So obviously we'll be going through them. There's also Stratford upon Avon Parkway, which I've also done as well. So there's quite a few. So Sutton Park we can add to the list. As Chris is going to say now, the station is basically in the middle of nowhere.
Closest thing to it is the A38 main road.
A38.
Yeah.
That leads all the way down to Plymouth, that one does. Because that's my main road, and I know it actually finishes in Mansfield.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're quite close to the end of the A38, which is interesting.
Route, Mansfield to Plymouth.
I know. Actually, it goes a bit further than Plymouth, but it generally goes through Devon. So anyway, the easy platform guide for you guys. Platform 1 from Nottingham, platform 2 from Mansfield and Worksop. Nice and easy. But yeah, this is Sutton Parkway.
Basically just a big car park.
Yeah, basically any parkway station's the same, except this station, like all the others, as a parkway station means it's not anywhere near the place it says.
Yeah, it's a good few miles from Sutton.
Every parkway station is a park and ride. That's literally the whole idea of it. And this one's no different. So I'll update you soon. The next stop for us is Langwith, Whaley, Thorns. I'll update you later when we get on the train for that one. So since there's not much else here, we might as well have a look and see where you can actually get to from Sutton Parkway. So here's their travel info board. The railway stations you can get to by bus are Mansfield, Nottingham and Hucknall. You can get to all three of them. Anywhere else, not really, but it is those three. All three of them are served by the same bus, which is the 3C, which is operated by Trent Barton, as well as the Black Cat, which is also operated by Trent Barton. So yes, but those are the only three railway stations that you can get to. Otherwise, you can also get to Langley Mill, but you can't connect to the railway station. And there is another one actually, Kirkby and Ashfield. I missed that one. Again, the 3C, the 90 does that one, which again I believe is Trent Barton, and Black Cat again. So yeah, there's 4 railway stations you can get to from here. So yeah, that is an Ilkeston as well. Ilkeston, but it's Ilkeston, I think that's how you say it. And again, not near the railway station, else there would be a railway logo next to it, but there isn't, not for Langley Mill either. So yes. Okay, arriving in now is going to be the 1356 East Midlands Railway service to Worksop from Nottingham, which is going to be the return of 17418, which we're going to take to Langwith, Whaley, Thorns. Fairly busy service. Imagine a lot will get off in Mansfield. Update you soon. Right, we're now here at Langwith, Whaley, Thorns. And you're going to see the 170 head out. 17418. You can see a lot of 170s today, but it will change up in a little while when we're done with the branch, when we're done with this line. So yes, I believe it's off. Yep, 1418. East Midlands Railway service to Worksop. So this is Langwith, Whaley, Thorns. Now this station I know is twinned with 2 places, with one of them being Whaley Thorns, and the other one being
Never Langwith.
Never Langwith, which is what I thought it was. I know I looked this one up. This station is also one of the longest consistent station names
Yeah.
in the UK. However, this one is slightly punctuated, which means that it technically also isn't. The longest station name, the longest uninterrupted station name in the UK is...
We all know what it is.
No, well, yeah, we know what that one is. But the longest spaced out uninterrupted station is Roose Cardiff International Airport. What's the longest,
Bloody
just
hell.
full, longest station name we've been to? Clanfire Pool, but I'm not just going to do that again. So yeah, this station's very quiet, quite a nice little one.
Except for the screaming you just
Except for the screaming, because everyone gets scared here apparently. 2 waiting shelters, quite easy. Departure boards, everything you need. Bit of basic station, but very big.
Aside from a bog.
Aside from a bog, it just doesn't have that, but not a lot of them do. Right, the next station for us is Shirebrook.
I'm getting the bus.
And we will be getting a bus to there indeed. But that will be once we get to Shirebrook.
Aye.
So we're going to get a train from here. So as you can see, this station as well, very long ramp that leads back down to the platform. So it's quite long. Yeah, it's really, really big.
Does make it step through though.
Yeah, it's step free. It's ideal. A lot of these stations, I'm glad that they are. This station, very accommodating to it. But yeah, there isn't much to write home about this station. You can't really say too much about it because the probably one of the things you'll know is it is just generally a long station name, one of the longest in the UK.
Yeah. And some trains don't stop here.
Do some not?
No.
Which ones don't?
Every 2 hours, every 2 hours, the Nottingham and Worksop services skip it.
Wow.
The-
Interesting.
But they do stop at Whitwell.
Whitwell, okay.
Yeah.
But it seems like today that they're all just stopping here anyway.
The next 2 trains after this one won't stop here.
Right, okay.
So the next Worksop won't stop, and the next Nottingham after this won't stop.
Okay, good
But-
to know.
But in exchange, those 2 trains will stop at Whitwell,
Okay, good to know.
and trains that skip Whitwell will stop here.
That's good to know. Wow, so there is a bit of an alternating pattern. Right, I'll update you soon. Right, arriving in now is the 14:55 service to Nottingham from Worksop, which is our train 17418 to take us to Shirebrook. One stop now to Shirebrook. We'll update you from there.
Manchester City.
Right,
Mind the gap, Manchester City.
they lost to Brentford. Anyway, so here we are at Shirebrook station now, with 17418 about to make its departure shortly. It's departing out there with service to Nottingham from Worksop. So this is the very nice looking Shirebrook station. This station looks like it's right next to a little house or a little shed or something, which is very nice. As you see, the station is off a small junction over there as well.
Yeah.
Where does that junction lead, I wonder?
That junction leads to the former Ollerton Colliery, and the line to Ollerton, which has been proposed to be reopened in the mid 2010s.
Wow, never went through it, materialised, did it?
A study was conducted into the possibility, and it is definitely possible to reopen the line.
Okay.
They just haven't yet.
Fair enough then. Right, so over here as well, we've got the Shirebrook Business Centre. Looks like an old building, doesn't it? In other words, this is a place where you can start a business. And business space over here, it's where you can advertise your businesses, local businesses around the area, I presume. So yeah, it's very local, a very nice place. What is there to say about Shirebrook? Well, here we are. You can see where you can get to. You can get to Mansfield, you can get to Langwith, you can get to, oh, those are the 2 really you can get to. There we go. Right, so we're going to wait here till 15:50, I think it is, and then we'll take that to Whitwell. So yeah, we'll update you soon. Right, here's the outside of the station. It almost feels like a business centre instead of an actual railway station. That's kind of what it looks like. I think they misled us all. So well done. Guys, Shirebrook's misled us. It's not a railway station, it's a business centre.
It's a business centre with a train station built in.
No, it just says business centre, it doesn't say Shirebrook railway station. So I'm led to believe it's a business centre, so I think we've all been misled. How dare it? I'm joking,
Okay,
of
so we've
course.
got it off at Shirebrook Business Centre.
Yeah, the Shirebrook Business Centre railway station. So yeah, we'll rename it to Shirebrook Business Centre. We'll update you when we get on our train. Right, arriving in now is going to be 17417. It's our train to Whitwell. It's our next station.
And it's D-class is pretty much empty.
Ideal. I'll tell you when we get to Whitwell. Right, we're now here at Whitwell station. Here it is. Very nice looking station actually. 17417. The key worker to head out.
Yeah, that was good.
That one goes, heading over to Worksop, calling now at Worksop only. This is Whitwell station. Quite a nice looking one actually. It's so obviously you've got the big step-free entrance up here. And yeah, big footbridge.
Shut up, all of you.
Right, so
He said no word, he said shut up.
outside the station here, we've got the little car park. It's quite a nice little station actually. It's got a nice little neighbourhood around it. It looks like a load of bungalows, so holiday homes, I bet. Holiday homes in Derbyshire. Yeah, smaller station. It's not much to it really. Do you know much about Whitwell then?
I know it's got staggered platforms.
Staggered platforms, only slight though.
Aye. Compared to one of the stations we'll be visiting later on in the day.
Yeah, so this is staggered platforms. So
That
if you,
station is fully staggered.
so yeah, if you see staggered platforms here, you've obviously got the end of the platform here, but it continues on beyond that point just. So it's slightly staggered. But yes, we'll update you soon. We're now going to catch a bus which is going to take us to Creswell.
I think so.
And then we'll update you from there. Yeah, that is Whitwell done. This station also, to deter it away from similar sounding Wombwell and a few others, is called Whitwell Derbyshire on journey planners, as you can see also from the onward travel, which you can see here. Now we're going to get the 77 which takes us over to Creswell, and we'll update you soon. Okay, we've now made it to Creswell station. So in we walk into Aaron Creswell. Sorry Mr. West Ham, forgot about you, even though you don't watch anything to do with this channel. Anyway, I'm not a West Ham fan, by the way. So yeah, this is Creswell station. Go on.
A semaphore signal has been spotted.
A semaphore signal, very nice. So this station doesn't have a subway or a footbridge. Again, it's one of those that has a road you link to with the other platform. It's another one of those. Okay, so sorry about that, clip cut out, accidentally paused it. Yeah, this is Creswell station. So as Chris very correctly mentioned, there is a semaphore signal in place here, which is quite nice. As you can see, I think there might be, yeah, there is another one all the way down there, but you can't see that from here. Again, the platforms are slightly staggered here, but again, a bit like, it's really weird. As soon as you exit Nottinghamshire and come into Derbyshire, you've got some very nice stations. Whitwell's nice. Creswell is really quite, it's really quiet. The station's fab. It really is nice. So yeah, I really like this one. I know we've had 170s pretty much all day, but very soon we will be rid of them. We'll be on a different line without them. Yeah. So not too long to go.
This station honestly reminds me of Swinderby.
Swinderby. Yeah.
With the semaphores.
Yeah, yeah, definitely Swinderby. I can see the resemblance. But yeah, so this is Creswell. And like I say, it's all trains here are hourly to Worksop. It goes hourly beyond this point anyway, even if the half hourly link was existing.
But it's not because EMR.
Yeah, because EMR. Right, the next stop for us is the terminus, Worksop. Obviously, trains at Worksop, there will be a couple of extras because Northern serve there too.
Except we won't be seeing them.
Except we won't be seeing them because we have a very tight turnaround. But Northern do serve Worksop too, but we'll obviously talk more about that when we get there. Yeah, they go to Lincoln from Leeds. Yep. We'll update you soon once we are on the train from Creswell. Okay, arriving in now is going to be the 1622 East Midlands Railway service to Worksop, which is going to be our train to Worksop. But we're going to then turn around and go back to the last station we need on the line, which is Mansfield Woodhouse. But for now, let's get on what I believe is 170. Thanks, Acapella Rachel. 17419, I think.
Service to Worksop. This service is
It is indeed 419, yeah.
Worksop only. This service is operated by East Midlands Railway.
We'll head on here and we'll update you when we get to Worksop. Creswell done. Okay, we've now made it to Worksop. Now, this station is interesting because Worksop is actually also, like I said, where the line to Lincoln with Northern goes off from. The gateway to the Dukeries, Worksop is. Interestingly enough, Chris is going to do the clip now because we did say it would be Worksop. He does it, and he's going to tell you what we just saw pass on the way here. But obviously he'll talk a little bit more about the station because it's guest clip time featuring Chris. He'll take over now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chris, aka Sergeant Sylveon, and as Kieran said, I'll be taking the reins over for this clip here at Worksop. Yep, there's the man himself. 17419, as he said, brought it in. So yeah, Worksop itself is actually a grade 2 listed building, the station itself, and yeah, you can see why. It just looks good. And on the way here, there's something very interesting. It's what I'm calling the Aventra storage ground, because Worksop Yard is where the majority of Aventras that aren't ready for service and when room is not available in Derby Litchurch Lane, Aventras are shuttled up here to be stored.
In other words, 701s.
Yeah, 701s, saw a 720 as well.
Yeah.
There's a rake of West Coast Railways Mark IIs.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yep. Even various Class 92s.
Very good.
Yeah. So yeah. Worksop, there's a lot here. It's got quite a history with the railways too, as summer Saturday expresses between the North East and Great Yarmouth would pass through here. Yeah. Also, I believe to Skegness too.
Skegness, yeah.
Yeah. They'd pass through here. They pass through here, going onwards to Lincoln and Spalding, where they then diverge. The Skegness trains, of course, going up to Skegness.
Yeah.
Great Yarmouth trains going towards Peterborough.
And obviously here we've got Northern calling in.
Yeah.
As well.
Part of that is still retained by the Northern services running here,
Yeah.
which we won't be seeing any during our stay here due to timings.
Yeah.
They get here about 10 past.
Okay. Going to Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Leeds one is like 5 minutes later.
Oh, okay. So where are we off to next?
We'll be getting back on this 170 as we go to Mansfield Woodhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I shall let Kieran take the reins now.
So yeah, as Chris said very correctly, I hope you liked his commentary. Obviously, you know, some people will sound a bit nervous when they do it because it's a new thing, isn't it? Not everyone does commentary in the way that I would do it. So, but yeah, you see Worksop's got a really old sign over there. It looks really, really nice as well. But this station is managed by Northern, I think. This is a Northern managed station, oddly enough. All the others are EMR. This is Northern, I think, anyway. All right, we're going to head from Worksop now, and we're going to Mansfield Woodhouse. So update you soon. Right, we've now reached Mansfield Woodhouse. Now reached Mansfield Woodhouse station. So this station, first of all, look at this. This is quite cool. So yeah, we'll look more at the station in a second. We're gonna watch the train leave a sec. So there goes 17419 heading out to Nottingham from Worksop.
Stop it!
Right, okay, so these two are playing around on walkie-talkies at the moment because Bailey here has walkie-talkies because of where he works. So he accidentally brought them with, and then somehow they found fun out of it. So
Another station with staggered platforms.
so you can see how much fun they're having with it. But yeah, that is. But yeah, this is Mansfield Woodhouse. Whilst they actually shut up, this is Mansfield Woodhouse, and this station serves. Well, this is an interesting one. This has 3 platforms, and I actually will say this because Chris mentioned it earlier. Is this third platform is normally used for trains to terminate, but at the moment that doesn't happen all that often.
No, it's just a few peak time trains and trains on Sundays.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously. But this third platform has a canopy on it, and it's really nice. So yeah, so there are 3 platforms, am I right?
Yep, 3.
So this is the second one, and the third one is staggered all the way down at the bottom.
Well, that's platform 1 over there.
And speaking of trains, here is one. We've got a Worksop service, and we're going to see it. This will be 170, I imagine. This will be 418.
Yes, this will be 418.
Okay. We'll see it. Well, here it is. It's pulling in, and we'll see it go out in a second when it goes out. So with Mansfield Woodhouse done, that is the Robin Hood line complete.
Yep. All 13 stations.
All 13 stations. We're not done yet though.
All of them.
We've done all of them now.
We've done all the stations on the Robin Hood line.
So next up is to complete the 3 stations on the Erewash Valley line, which is next. And those are the last 3 we're doing today.
Yep. The stations in question are Ilkeston, Langley Mill and Alfreton.
Yep. We'll update you soon.
That's already there. 418.
There goes
That should be
170.
the last turbo star we see today.
It will be indeed.
Unless
So-
we see someone at Nottingham.
There we go. So that's 17418, and that's heading off to Worksop. So with that in mind, Mansfield Woodhouse is done. Any interesting facts you got about this station besides obviously the terminating trains?
Nope.
There we go. Right, we're all good then. Next up then will be Langley Mill, I believe. Yeah, Langley Mill will be up next.
Langley Mill, Ilkeston, Alfreton, in that
Yep.
order.
So Langley Mill will be up next, but for now we're going to take a short break, and we'll update you when we're back in Nottingham. For now, we're going to go enjoy a Plaxton President.
And an E300.
And an E300.
But that doesn't matter.
But yeah, we'll update you soon. So we're back in Nottingham,
It's 010, the one we saw earlier.
and we've got 195010, this time taking us over to Langley Mill. So we're into a side entrance here. Bit of a different way of getting in. Here we are, we're on platform 1. We're in a 1917 Northern service, which goes to Leeds, and it's absolutely packed, so wish us luck. And we're going to take this, or attempt to take it, to Langley Mill. We'll update you soon. Right, after a really busy train, we've now reached Langley Mill, and this station's platforms are incredibly staggered. We'll see 195010 head out now.
That'll be the 1839 to Leeds.
Yep, 18
1939.
I was going to say. That's a 1939 Northern service from Nottingham.
1935.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever, 1930 whatever, service to Leeds from Nottingham. So there that one goes. So that service will now call, and don't you say it, will now call at Alfreton, Chesterfield, Dronfield, Sheffield, Meadowhall, Barnsley, Wakefield, Kirkgate and Leeds.
You didn't say Barnsley with the accent, I'm disappointed.
Barnsley.
Barnsley.
Did now. Anyway, so this is Langley Mill. This station is pitch black. We didn't even know we were here. It's that pitch black.
It's just the middle of nowhere.
Just the middle of nowhere. It's a very eerie little station. We're not here long, but there is the other platform all the way down there. And yeah, so around this, we're in the Erewash Valley, sorry. And trains that serve here will be the Northern services from Nottingham to Leeds, as well as East Midlands Railway services from Norwich to Liverpool Lime Street.
Very rarely they stop here.
Yeah, they don't often stop here. They stop at Alfreton and
Ilkeston mostly.
Ilkeston. Is it Alfreton as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Alfreton is a guaranteed stop. Ilkeston is second most likely.
And Langley
Mill is the rarest.
Okay, that's good to know. Right, so quick stop, but we'll go over to the other platform and see a bit more. Step 3 completely all the way down there, which is ideal. So yeah, we'll update you soon as we head over to Ilkeston next. So as you can see at this station as well, there's loads of poppies. It's really nice. But this on the Erewash Valley line is the most intermediate, let's say, stop, because or the most irregular stop.
Platform 2 for the delayed 1940 Northern service to Nottingham.
So we've got to be quick for
This
this.
service is delayed and now expected to depart at 1944.
So we've
Calling
got
at
about 5 minutes.
Ilkeston and Nottingham.
So yeah, we've got about 5 minutes to hang about. So we might have a bit of a tight connection at Ilkeston, but we'll work that out once we get there. Okay. So yeah, here's the entrance towards Langley Mill, and again it's another road bridge connection. You've got to cross over there, walk around, and where Brandon's going over there is where we go. Update you when we get on the train. Right, so here's how eerie it is. You can hardly see the steps going up to the blooming platform. It's almost pitch black. Ooh, sorry to scare you all. Post watershed moment. Joking. But yeah, walk up towards the light, and we're actually, this station is really badly lit.
Yeah.
So that's something to note. This station is probably the most badly lit station I've ever seen. So well done, Langley Mill, you win that dubious award. But yeah, so here we are, and we'll update you when our train arrives to take us to Ilkeston. Okay, now here is the slightly delayed 1940 Northern service to Nottingham from Leeds, and this train is going to take us to Ilkeston. We've got a 2 or 3 car. We've got a 2 car again. It is 195-001.
3 car 195s on this route are exceptionally rare.
So it is always a 2 car then.
Yeah. Hence,
Wow.
Hence why when I posted a screenshot of real-time train showing a 3 car 195 on the Nottingham to Leeds run, I was like, about bloody time this happened.
It's fun. Right, update you when we get to Ilkeston. Right, we've now reached Ilkeston. That's nice to know. Ow! But you said that on film. Right, here we are at the newer Ilkeston station. We'll talk more about it in a minute, but to begin with, we're going to see 195-001 make its way into the misty darkness and head its way to Nottingham from Leeds. There it is. Update you in a minute. Right, departing out now is going to be the 1945 Northern service to Nottingham, as I was about to say. So, welcome to the newer Ilkeston station. Chris will be able to answer this. When did it open?
2017.
Very, very new. You can tell it's new. You can tell by the material that it's been made from that it is a brand new station.
Yeah.
Ilkeston is another one that's pretty much an intermediate. It's this, as Chris said correctly, it's the second most served by EMR, but the first most is obviously Alfreton,
Yeah.
which we talked about already. So don't need to say it again. Heads up. So our train was 4 minutes late. So interestingly enough, when I said it was 58 minutes late, basically EMR have done everyone a solid and started a service at Nottingham, and it's running 7 minutes late and has departed Nottingham. It's now due in 8 minutes, which is ideal really. That's worked out perfectly for us.
Yeah.
Which means that today has been a pretty much near perfect day, which again doesn't happen often.
No.
But we now need to get between Alfreton and Chesterfield for it to be and get back to Birmingham for it to be an absolutely perfect day. So we'll wait and see on that. The jury's still out.
It should still be fine though.
Any facts about this station you want to add?
Aside from being modern, there's nothing to it.
Fair enough then. But you can tell obviously it's very new. It's very the space obviously on the platform is massive, which a lot of stations really need, the newer ones. More space on the platforms for people.
Oh yeah, I got something.
Go on then.
When East Midlands Railway ran their London St Pancras to Leeds service, those trains skipped Ilkeston and stopped at Langley Mill and Alfreton.
Wow. And I'm guessing that was the HSTs?
Yeah.
When the HSTs were doing it.
Yeah.
Sadly, the Leeds services are no longer a thing.
No.
EMR got rid of them in I think it was the December timetable last year.
Yeah.
So that was really sad.
And the HSTs went
May 21.
Prior.
Yeah, May 21 they went.
Yeah.
When
was buggered off in December.
well, they became MTUs for a short time, didn't they? There was LNER ones. Hello. So what we're going to do at the end of the video, as always, is we'll go around the group and we'll ask everyone what their highlight of the day was. But what we'll do is we'll also ask him what their favourite station was, but we'll do that at Alfreton because we haven't reached Alfreton yet. So yeah, that's Ilkeston done. As you can see, I like this station a lot. I wouldn't mind being here on diverts, but I can't imagine there's too many. I think Sheffield St Pancras will come through here, won't they?
And cross-country services too.
Oh yes, because they'll go around, won't they?
Yeah.
They'll go around the loop over to Long Eaton. So yeah.
Derby, Swandon.
So what we'll do, we're going to update you soon. We'll go and get our train. This is East Midlands Railway we're getting now.
Yep.
158863 apparently. And we're going to take that to Alfreton, our final station today. Look at them over there. So happy. Okay, coming in now is going to be the delayed 1950 East Midlands Railway service to Manchester Piccadilly from Nottingham. This service now not from Norwich due to a 58-minute delay due to passengers causing a disturbance. And it's 158863.
And it appears we're the only passengers here.
It is, and it's busy.
Front coach and empty here.
Right, we'll go on the front coach and we'll see you at Alfreton.
Front coach that bed.
Update you soon.
Just easy.
Right, so
I literally carried them.
A fucking gap that big.
yes, so excuse the language, but yeah, Bailey just had a massive gap to go between on here at Alfreton. Oh, it's cold. Here we are at Alfreton, the last station on every platform for today, barring Chesterfield, which we are going to finish at because we've got a nice little surprise there for you. Not telling you though.
Excellent.
And it's whether or not we actually even get that surprise, but we'll see. So there goes the, what would have been the 2001
Yep.
East Midlands Railway service to Manchester Piccadilly from Nottingham. Was going to be Norwich, but like I said, the reason for the delay. So this is Alfreton. Now we're back in Derbyshire again.
Yep.
Incredibly. Langley Mill was Derbyshire as well, wasn't it? So
Yes.
and then Ilkeston's Nottinghamshire.
Yep.
So we kind of went in one county, out into another one, and back into it again.
This is kind of been a Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire.
It has been.
But it's just going as Nottinghamshire.
Yeah, because the majority of it has been Nottinghamshire.
Aye.
Anyway, so Alfreton is the most served station on the line, with East Midlands Railways, Norwich, Liverpool's always calling here.
Yep.
And Northern services obviously always calling here too. Obviously, I believe on a couple of occasions in the early morning that there are a couple of Sheffield St Pancrases that will stop here,
No.
or is it something else?
No London services serve here.
Didn't they
anymore.
used to?
Yeah.
Obviously the Leeds Londons did.
Yeah.
But I'm sure a couple of Sheffields did as well.
They didn't.
But they went through here, didn't they? To
No.
go. So the Leeds London went through here to go via Nottingham into.
Yes.
Ah, so Nothing. No. So they got no London services, surprisingly. Even though, in my opinion, that shouldn't happen. They should at least get a couple.
Alfreton is a big town, so
It does deserve it. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see what's about, because we've got a bit of time here before our final train to take today, which is actually just going to be me, Rob and Brandon, as the rest of them are leaving us here.
Yes, because thankfully our train is late.
Yes, it is. So
It's still doing about 5 minutes.
Is it a Norwich one, is it?
Yeah. It's still doing about 5 minutes though.
Okay, right, cool. So we'll update you in a minute, but yes, this is Alfreton. So Chris has actually just mentioned a really interesting fact about this station. What did it used to be called?
The station's original name was Alfreton and Mansfield Parkway before it was renamed just Alfreton.
So it was Alfreton and Mansfield Parkway, because this station is basically on a direct road to Mansfield.
Yeah, it was. I don't believe it was named. I don't believe the name was Alfreton and Mansfield Parkway because the original Mansfield station wasn't open.
Yeah,
this was...
and now Mansfield is open. It's obviously changed, and the moon's out.
Aye.
That's very good.
Bit nippy though.
It is a bit nippy, yes. Now I wonder who's landed on the moon today. I wonder who's landed. I wonder who's landed on the moon today. Then, I reckon.
Hello.
They're talking on their walkie-talkies again. I reckon they're walkie-talkies on the moon. That's probably where it's coming from. Anyway, so yeah, we'll update you soon. There you go to 158. Heading over on the delay 2009 East Midlands Railway service to Norwich. There's a load of fans that have just gotten off the train. I'm wondering who they're for.
Did Liverpool play today?
Yeah, but they were at home to Southampton.
This from Liverpool Lime Street, so...
It might be Liverpool fans, but a amount of them in Alfreton? A bit far, isn't it?
Alfreton playing at home.
Yeah,
Alfreton.
I think it... Can't even hear their chants.
Yellow.
Yellow?
Something like the same Millwall.
Millwall.
Nah. Alright, anyway, update you in a bit. In a bit.
You know what I mean.
You know what I mean, indeed. And our train will be here soon. Right, arriving in now is the 2023, it's late, Northern service to Nottingham from Leeds. And this one is 195024, and we'll update you when it goes. So there goes that one leaving Alfreton. So there we go. And yeah, we'll update you when our train gets here to take us to Chesterfield. Right, arriving in now is going to be the 2044 Northern service to Leeds. And this is 195001 again. And this is taking us to Chesterfield, where the video will finish today. And it's busy again, hooray. Alright, now here at Chesterfield. Here we are. And we'll update you in a minute. Alright, the partner now is 195001, heading out to Leeds from Nottingham. .001. We've obviously covered this station before, so yeah, but there goes that one. So I won't talk too much about it here because we've already, there was going to be a surprise, but unfortunately due to a delay we were going to see a cross-country HST, but it's been so delayed, and our train is also delayed but not as delayed, so we're going to miss it. But hey ho, it is what it is. So as we finish here at Chesterfield now, so thank you all for watching today's Every Platform episode from Nottinghamshire / Derbyshire as well at the end. If you have liked what you've seen, please like and subscribe, and do leave in the comments because I'll get back to them as and when I can. And any recommendations are welcome, so please do leave those in the comments. It's been a fantastic day. Today has gone absolutely perfectly again. Up there, one of the best this year, along with South Yorkshire, which is still winning. But Nottinghamshire, I think, is close. I'm going to see how I feel and see if it overtakes it in my mind, because that's sort of how I'm thinking which one was my favourite. But they're very, very close to Swan and South Yorkshire.
2108 CrossCountry service to Birmingham New Street is delayed by approximately 16 minutes. This is due to a problem currently under
Investigation. So, there is the little mascot for EMR. We've seen him before. But yeah, Chesterfield done, obviously before. But today's been fantastic. I've really, really enjoyed it. I'm sure Rob and Brandon both enjoyed it today.
Fantastic.
We've had a great day. And the next episode of Every Platform will be from Norfolk. So we're going to be finally covering Norwich, and also covering the Whaley lines out to a couple of lines. So we'll update you soon, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you very soon. Bye.